Hey, welcome to Life Beyond Board Games, where board gamers just like you share stories, challenges, and secrets outside of board gaming. We'll hopefully make you feel good, laugh, cringe, or cry, or maybe even fall asleep. I'm Melissa from the bedroom.
I'm Stella from Maple University.
And I'm Eric from What's Eric Playing?
In this week's episode, we're talking about how to build a board gaming group. I'll open up to the panel.
Yeah, so you may have a bunch of board games at home and be like, dang, I sure do love owning board games. Now what I really need is friends. We may not be able to help you make friends, but this episode might teach you some skills and tricks on how to trick other people into playing board games with you, sometimes for longer than, even a little bit of a time. I think we do kind of have to defer to our expert here, though, because if my memory is correct, Stella once so successfully tricked a guy into her board gaming group that they literally got married.
Let me get that story straight, Eric and everyone.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm like 80% sure that's how it went down.
80%, that's where you're wrong. So the 20% story was that it was someone else's meetup. And hey, somebody introduced Tarrant to us. So yeah, that's how...
What I'm hearing is... go to a game group, join a game group, fall in love,
get a husband,
get married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is a guaranteed life beyond board game strategy.
Formula for success.
I know that somebody else has had that happen to them as well. It was the same meetup group. I can tell you. It's the same. It's called Cafe Game in Melbourne. They don't have it anymore because they destroyed the building. They turned it into a hotel.
Because too many people were getting married, yeah. They had to pass a constitutional amendment to the Australian Constitution that limited marriages from that one board game group.
Actually, we should fix the topic of today's topic. It should really be how to find a husband and get married from a board gaming group. No?
Right.
That's the true topic of today.
As someone passionately disinterested in men, this is going to do nothing for me. But
we're just going to alien half our audience. Almost our audience.
Just me going,
dang.
Honestly, this works because you know how there's meetup.com, right? Where you meet up strangers and you
This episode is not sponsored by meetup.com. Unless you want to sponsor it, Meetup.
Nor does eHarmony, RSVP, all those dating sites.
Send us some money.
Shameless, Eric, shameless. This is a great place where you order.
Look, if it's not Squarespace, it's got to be something.
Yeah, it's got to be something. It's Eric and Stella in Melissa's pocket. Anyway, we know that those things exist, right? And then that's the best way to meet people, better than those dating sites where you just sit awkwardly together. Well, I've been there, right? Sit awkwardly together and trying to find common ground. Well, this one, you already have common ground. And the fact that board games, you have the common ground and no pressure whatsoever to find partners. So it's the perfect place to find partner and friends.
I actually play a lot of board games on first dates. Incidentally, very single right now. So I can't necessarily guarantee that works good. That's pretty much the end of that story.
We're a little bit off topic here.
Yeah, I was like, this is really...
Girls, if you're interested, DM, feel free to DM Eric.
How about you, Melissa?
Please do not slide into the podcast's DMs trying to date me. I'm stressed enough as it is.
We have his number and his address.
Oh, God.
Just hit us up for Eric's number.
Please do not dox me.
No, but let's get it back on track to how to build a board gaming group.
Yeah, so first off, you got to decide what you want in your board game group. Like, what's your ideal height? What's your ideal weight? Like, are they cute? Are they flirty?
Yeah, but it's back to the weight would be like something like Terraforming Mars or Dune Imperium. So that's heavy complexity.
I'm getting outpunned here by Stella.
You have to be able to lie, like for those social deductions that Melissa.
And if there's one thing that's the foundation of a good relationship, it's how good is your partner at lying to your face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that Tarrant is not good at social deduction. That tells me something, right?
He's an honest man.
That's probably what he wants you to think.
Oh, yeah. Wow, it's too late now.
Anyway, yeah, let's actually get on track here. So, we're talking about building a gaming group not just exclusively to find a husband, but if you do find a husband,
That's a
I guess
bonus.
that's fine
That's a
too.
cherry on top.
Yeah.
Do you think you need friends? Are we talking about how to make friends first and then build board gaming group, or we just build a board gaming group and as a result of that you can become friends? The chicken or the egg?
So I actually have this problem a lot. I think that sometimes it's actually better to build a board game group because the problem is if your goal is specifically to play board games, then if you end up building a friend group, I have a friend group up in Seattle that I really love and I love hanging out with them. We almost never play board games because we are too busy doing other fun stuff.
True.
And since
That's
I
a good
work
sign.
as a board game reviewer, it is a good sign. But since I work as a board game reviewer, I feel like asking them to play a board game is like me going, "Hey, do you want to come help me do my job?" And that makes me feel like I'm putting undue pressure on them. Whereas if I have an explicit board game group, the purpose is to try out like the latest and greatest. And then, I mean, those are probably still already friends, but
Your free group of slaves that works for you for free.
whoa! 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 I don't know how they do things down
Sugar
under,
there.
but this is America. We are not pro-slavery, except in circumstances where the 13th Amendment does not apply.
Well, sounds like that, Eric. What did you give them in return?
Huh? I mean,
did you give-
usually I give them snacks.
All right, that's okay then.
That makes up
I
for
would
it.
work for snacks.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're gonna host a game night, you have to have snacks. But like building a game group, I think is to Stella's earlier point, a lot of figuring out what you want to play and the people you want to play it with, right? Because the people that you recruit for, like, I want to have a recurring Avalon night at my office where we play the Resistance to Avalon until we're blue in the face, is probably very different than the group that you grab for Terraforming Mars or the like group that you gather to play. Like, I know a guy who plays Twilight Imperium like once a year. He like gets a bunch of his friends. They have like make a whole weekend of it.
Absolutely, and they're happy as well to help.
Yeah, over the weekend they get almost half a game in.
Exactly. I think me and Melissa has got similar experience. We would go to a public meetup, and then from there we automatically gravitate towards the people that we have similar interests with, and then forming a smaller group from there, and then like handpick them, and then, as you say, Eric, we play Terraforming Mars with these people and a social deduction with these other people, right?
I think at first it's just random. Like when you don't know anyone in
Yes.
the room, you kind of just sit down at a table randomly and at whichever board game you're interested in, and then you kind of do your and then you just see if you vibe with people. Are they similar energy? Do you feel like you have a easy rapport? Is it do they make you feel safe and welcome? And if they don't, if there's someone who's super loud or obnoxious and you don't like that energy, you know not to invite them to the next board gaming event or to your home. So you kind of suss it out from there. Like you just play. It's kind of like a taster of before the main event. Like if you want to go further in that friendship, and I guess that's how I've built my board gaming groups per se. If I want to invite them to further outings or future events or even to my home,
That does bring up a really interesting question though, which is that specifically bridging that gap, right? Because there is a big difference between going like there's three stages here. There's going to that meetup, there's inviting them to your house, and then Estella proves there's getting married. So like there's
those are the three distinct levels.
Yeah, those are the three distinct levels.
Yeah.
There's a pretty big gap between each of those though, and I think a lot of that reflects back to like kind of we've talked a little bit about how to build a game night, but also I think here it's how do we talk about being the kind of person both that is invited over for games and being the kind of person that you and like the kind of people that you want to invite over for games. So building that game group and being like a good adult friend, because that is important, right? If you've got the person who's loud and obnoxious and they're pitching a fit because they lost a game, not a specific example of a guy that I used to hang out with, that's very different than someone who like shows up, gives their good effort in the game, has a good time, and then is still fun to hang out with afterwards.
Yeah, well, that's what you want eventually, right? Those people you play board game with, and then you ended up doing something else. Like this weekend, I met them from board game meetup, and then I went to escape room together. Stuff like that, right? It's very fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
You just met them. You met them once, and then you went to escape room.
Oh no! I've known them for like years, maybe 5 years, 10 years. I think I knew them before I knew Taryn.
Yeah, I had a whole group of friends in California that I used to hang out with, and we started off as a game group, and then we started hanging
Yeah.
out doing other stuff, and that was pretty good as well.
I-
They've all
Yeah.
since moved to different parts of the country.
Yeah, absolutely. Like my current group of friends I met through board games, we I started off, we just kept going to the same board gaming event week on end, and week by week. And then we added each other to WhatsApp. Just one of us decided, oh, we really enjoy actually not just playing the game, but socializing in between,
Hmm.
getting to know each other. So why not add each other on WhatsApp? And then that progressed to a art event or whatever. Do you want to go? And then some of us went, and that's kind of just how our group up formed. We not only like
Yeah.
the board gaming event was our staple event that we got to see each other, but then outside of that, we started doing other events and inviting people to our homes to play board games in our homes or celebrate
Right.
birthdays, go to restaurants, try new places.
Mhm.
And then we formed into a friendship. Yeah, became actual
Yeah, you
friends.
became friends.
It's
Yeah.
basically how you make adult friends.
Yeah.
I know that
Mhm.
in my board game meetup, there are a lot of people came there and say, "Oh, I came from a different city, a different country." I was like, this is the good place." I didn't say that. Then you can make friends, but it's good to just no pressure. You just play board games when you gel with somebody, and then you all just naturally becoming friends,
Hmm?
and that's
Though I
great.
will say, I was talking to a friend about this earlier today. Like, I think the idea of an acquaintance is a little underrated, at least in the United States.
Mm.
There's this like real pressure that if you start at stage one, you're joining a game group, you have to do stage two, which is becoming friends, and then you
Mm.
have to do stage three, which is
Mm.
getting married, and that's very complicated because you can marry a lot of people in
Yeah.
your game group, and like just logistically, the paperwork alone is years. But like,
I hate
and
paperwork. I'm not doing that. One
right,
husband's
and that's
enough.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying is one husband is honestly too many for a lot of people. But,
It's very true.
It's true.
but it comes down to like there are going to be people in your game group who you like
Mm.
and you like regularly socialize with, and it may not lead to in Melissa's case, that deep and rich friendship, or in
Mm.
Stella's case, a permanent roommate. But and I think that's fine too. It's still about like showing up, having that consistent behavior of if
Mm.
you're modeling the kind of behavior that you want to see in the people that you
Mm.
socialize with, the people I tell people a lot, like it's kind of like college applications.
Mm.
You may put out a lot of college applications and you may not get accepted everywhere, but the places
Yeah.
that are accepting you are probably going to be places that want you there.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's better to like it's not settling to go someplace that wants you and that you want in return instead of chasing something that doesn't necessarily want you.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
That's right. So it's like a working both ways, and that works well that way.
Yeah, exactly. It's mutual like
That's it. Mutual.
mutual desire, I guess. Desire seems like the wrong word here. Friend desire.
but it is a lot like dating, like forming a board gaming group. It is like dating. You
It's
kind of
more than like dating if you're stoic.
yeah,
Exactly like that thing.
it's about like, I mean, I ask myself by the end of playing this game with this group of people or this person, how am I feeling during, before,
Right.
after? Am I feeling
So,
emotionally exhausted?
Just if you're listening, note that this means that every time you play a game with Melissa is actively deciding after the game, do I want to be this
Oh
person's
no.
friend?
I'm about to play with Melissa tomorrow.
I'm definitely vibe checking you. I'm definitely vibe checking you.
If she doesn't add you to her WhatsApp group, she hates your guts.
Oh no.
Yeah. Do I want to be friends with the outside? Is this going to eventually lead to marriage? Yeah. All of the above I'm assessing for. So
Yeah, that's actually why Melissa and I have never played a game together, is because I just don't have the like stray capital for an engagement ring right now. And if it goes well, I'm just not ready to commit. Like
Oh no.
we're on different pages. We're seeking different things. It's all right, Eric. That's all right.
yeah, it's fine. She likes cats. I like cats. It's very stressful.
No, I just remembered Melissa has probably did a test on me. She was like one day, "Hey Stella," like asking me, "Are you in the city by any chance?" Like want me to drop everything to meet her in the city, which is like 40 minutes away. I'm like, was that a
Yeah.
test? Oh, I'm sorry, I
She's-
failed.
Melissa's just playing a game with some friends, and she's like, "Hey guys, I got a fun little thought experiment. So you're riding a trolley, right? And the trolley splits." And on one track, there's 5 William Shakespeares. On the other track, there's Santa Claus and a really cool dog. Do you pull the switch away from the
Yeah.
5 Shakespeares, or
Eric, you shouldn't be
Just
revealing our
taking
private
notes.
conversations to the public.
Oh no.
I'll share that with you in private, in confidence.
Sorry, that was told to me in confidence. If you're listening to this episode, disregard that. We could edit it out, but we're not gonna do that.
I probably not.
But yeah, no, I mean, all joking aside, we're talking a little bit about empathetic and inclusive gaming, right? We're talking about modeling good behavior, even when you're playing. There's a difference between when you're playing, like, if you're playing to win and you are a burn it all down kind of player, that's fine in some contexts, but that doesn't mean you're going to attract a different group than the people who are playing cooperative game and actively communicating about what we all want to do together to win.
Definitely.
And I think that's there's nothing particularly, both types of play can be handled well with care and grace, still be empathetic and inclusive. But if you try mixing those two, you might have mismatches that can lead to hurt
I mean,
feelings.
some people are all about the game, and that's fine. They love complexity. They just love focusing on strategizing. How do I win from beginning to end? And maybe they might not be so merciful or flexible to, flexible with whatever happens in the game. To if someone's a newbie, they may not be so lenient if they don't misunderstand a rule or let them redo a turn or something like that. So those are all the little micro things you keep in mind. Like, they didn't spend a lot of time like socializing or getting to know other people or making it a welcoming environment. So you may think twice about if you want to play with them again in the same event or even invite them out and about. So
it may kill that marriage before it even starts.
It is known to me though, like, a lot of, I mean, this is including me, some of us are quite awkward socially. And I remember me being, that's just like, board game is really good, so I can just talk about that and jump into something else. And Taryn was really awkward. Sorry, Taryn, if you are listening to it one day in the future after I force you to listen to this episode.
Damn. Just skip over it. Like, we'll just rewind it and put like a notice, like, attention viewers, if you're currently Taryn, we advise you to stop listening.
Only if you are Taryn specifically.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know that he was just focusing on the game rather than the other conversation. So I actually don't mind that. And I can just provoke him a little bit, poke him, and then he would throw funny comments, and then like, oh, like, this guy is actually funny. He looks awkward, but he's actually really funny and kind. And he wins, he smash everybody in the game, but he's very humble.
Yes,
like, oh.
I can see that. That. There's still a warmth. Like, Terrence is very focused on the game, is very clever, but there's still a warmth to him. He will be patient, and actually, if you ask him, how does this work again, he will patiently explain it to you. And
he would,
like you said, he's very humble. If he wins or is in the lead, he's not gonna be like smug about it.
No, that's a topic for another episode about sore loser, sore winner.
Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, I think it's like I said, at the end of the day, it comes down to forming a game group is one about finding that group. So places that you can go is you can check meetups, you can check your local game store. A lot of times your office might have a group of people who game after hours. I've had mixed results with each one of those. They have their pros and their cons, right? But once you get there, then it's about showing up and bringing your best self and being both the kind of, like, you're looking for people who play what you want to play. Like, you also don't want to show up to like a light gaming group where people are playing, Sushi Go or Abandoned All Artichokes, and then be like, why does no one here want to play Terraforming Mars with me? Right? It's just not gonna. It's not going to be. You can't necessarily force that.
Read the room, because some people might like lighter games, some people might prefer heavier games, and some people may be more averse to social deduction. And if you're low conflict, like Stella, and not be into that, even I find social deduction quite stressful at times. But I would say one tip is definitely to not give up on the first attempt. If like I said in episode 1, when I went to my first board gaming meetup event. Someone was taking all my turns during pandemic, so I didn't really get to learn much of the game.
Oh, yeah.
But to be like persistent and go back and just become a regular if you can, and that's how you really make friends at long term. Just continue going back there. Even you might have some hit and misses, but over time you'll see who you really gel with, and that can turn into like an actual friendship. Like at first, with hobby groups, I know with all hobby groups, it may be like surface level connections, surface level conversations, and you may not have that much opportunity for conversation when you're playing board games. But, if you go consistently enough, people may open up to you, and that opens opportunities to connect outside of board games or create your own board gaming group. Yeah.
Yeah, you basically
Absolutely.
you end up going to a place that you like, doing an activity you like, with people that you like. And if you're doing all three of those things, those people are your friends. Like, if you're
Yeah.
hanging out
Yeah.
with them at a place that you like and doing something you like, that's just what friendship is. So thinking about that is, I think, the best advice we've got on how to make a game group.
If I am to move overseas or a different city one day, I would definitely go to the local board game
Me
meetup,
too.
and then it's just easy. Like,
Even though you've already got Tarrant, like, come on, man, save some for the rest of them.
you just say you're not interested, Eric. I'm not cutting your lunch, am I? Jeez. Who do you think I am? Predators? I do. I just read a rule book from a game called A Place for All My Books.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is- yeah, right? You saw it at Gen Con? I think they're doing
I
now.
saw it at Gen Con and get a chance to play it.
Oh, yeah. So I haven't actually played it yet, but I was just reading the rule book yesterday. It just arrived. And it's really good. It's like books. Like, I like reading books. A lot of people like reading books. Introverted like reading books. And it's a cozy game of stacking your books in your
Right.
in your player board. And then there's this mechanic where you need to somehow reach your social battery. So if you reach 5 social battery, then you can go to town and then spend all your 5 social battery. So I am aware of this as well in our context of podcast. Social battery is something that you probably some of us would need to kind of like save up before going out to the board game meetup for some people, right?
Whereas I'm the opposite. That is how I charge my social battery. Is I go. Oh yeah,
Lucky Eric.
You are so extroverted then.
yeah. It's tough being an extrovert.
Yeah, it's not tough. It's good. That's why you're so funny.
Aw, thank you. But yeah, if you're thinking about starting a game group or joining a game group, best of luck. And remember, the kind of people that you want to hang out with are going to be the kind of people that want to hang out with you in a lot of cases. So keep it up.
Or maybe you can mention this episode of podcast, get them to listen to it, and then that to find the common ground.
And they'll be like, these 3 hosts are weirdly obsessed with getting a husband.
Just
they'll
you,
be like,
Eric.
They'll be like,
not
just
me.
Eric, actually. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Hope you made a good companion for your driving, your house chores, your routines, maybe a good background for that game group that you're hosting. But if you enjoy the podcast, it would mean a lot to us if you can follow us and leave a review. We'll catch you next time.
Bye,
See you next
everyone.
episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.